Welcome to Volleyball Referee, the most advanced volleyball match tracking system available. Get ready to say goodbye to your pencil and paper forever. In this demo, I'll give a quick tour of the app. The first thing that I'll do is tap Start a New Match. This will take me to Match Control, the central hub for working with your match. Before I track my match, let me configure my match options. My match is a best of 3 sets with the first 2 sets to 25, win by 2, capped at 27, and the final set is played to 15, win by 2, capped at 17. Okay, these settings are good for me, so I'll tap Apply. I'm happy with the default teams, so let's get right into tracking a match. I'll tap the button for the first set, and that will take me to a view of the court. First thing I need to do is go and set up the rosters for the teams. To do that, I'll just slide my finger to open the team menu, and then I'll tap the roster button. Here, I can add players by numbers, by names, or even numbers and names. I can also scroll to the bottom of the number list to add players by name. If I want to add a player's name and number, I just hold down the player in the roster and referee will prompt me for a name. When I'm done, I tap Save. Now, I'll do the same for Team B. I'm just going to quickly choose a bunch of players so we can move on to the rest of the demo. Next, I'll set up the rotations for the 2 teams by sliding a finger to open the team menu and tapping Rotation. Here, I can just drag the players to the positions they should occupy on the court. Note that L1 and L2 represent the 2 liberos to allow for quick substitutions during your match. Now, I'll do the same for Team B. I realized I made a mistake. In my match, Team B is supposed to be serving from the left side. I can fix this by tapping the Options button and then tapping Change Sides to make the team swap sides. The current serving team is denoted by the yellow colored score. I want Team B to also be the first serving team. To change this, I tap Options and Change Serving Team to award Team B the first serve. Now, I'm ready to start tracking my match by tapping the appropriate plus button to record a point. Notice that when I award a point, the teams rotate, a yellow halo denotes the current serving player, and at the bottom, we have a list of all the notable actions that have occurred on that point. Okay, Team B is now going to substitute a player into position 1. I tap that player and the menu appears. I can make this a regular substitution or I can choose either of the liberos to replace the player. Referee also lets me know that I have 12 available substitutions. I'll make this a regular substitution and I'm taken to the substitution screen. Here, I just tap the player from the bench that's going to sub in and then tap Apply. The player has now been subbed in and the old player is now shown on the position in the top right corner. Next, a libero subbing on Team A into the serving position. I tap the libero button and the 2 players swap places. Now there'll be some more points. When the libero is ready to leave the court, I just tap the off-court player and the player will rejoin the court in the proper position. I will continue adding points and finally find that Team A has won this set. A dialog appears to confirm our return to match control. I tap yes because I have no further changes to make to this set. We now see that set 1 is marked as complete and set 2 is now in progress. I can tap this Resume Second Set button and be taken to the second set. By default, referee will populate the previous set's ending rotation. If this isn't correct, simply go to the team menu and tap Rotation. Players can be dragged back to the bench as needed. I'll continue adding points and skip ahead to Team A winning the match. I'm notified that the match is complete and now I will return to match control. I can now share the results via email, SMS, Twitter, or Facebook, or I can check the game log, which includes the automatically generated score sheets. To see the game log, I tap the game log button. In the game log, it's a list of all the notable events that have occurred in that set. Tapping the set buttons allows me to see the details for the events that occurred in that set. I can also go and share these details as I could the match details in the previous screen through Facebook, Twitter, SMS. I'll tap the score sheet button to see an FIVB-like view of the match. I can see the sheet for each individual set. I can see the rosters, any sanctions that were awarded, Or I can see the entire sheet in a view that I can pan around with my finger. I can also share this sheet with anybody that I want via the same mechanisms as before. Going back to the main menu, I can work with Team Templates. I will tap Team Templates and I am brought to the new template editor. Team templates are sets of rosters and colors that can be used in your matches. Here I can set the name and colors for my team. I can set a custom color, a random color, or choose from the pre-made color list. I'm happy with my template and colors, so I'll tap Apply. And now I can go and tap the roster in order to set the players for this template. This is the same roster screen that we saw before. Templates can be applied to teams via match control. I hope you enjoyed our brief tour of Volleyball Referee, the most advanced volleyball match tracking software available today. Volleyball Referee is now available in the App Store or by visiting our website at labs.orangespecs.com.